Okay, let me share this principle. When you listen to something really good, I mean something that sounds good or some wisdom from somebody who's very experienced, when you listen to that over and over, a transformation happens. Okay? So you're internalizing something that is changing your brain chemistry. Like it's restructuring the way you think, it's stimulating the way you think, it's challenging the way that you think and the way that you hear. Okay? And so the more that you think about it, your brain creates new neural circuitry. The more you listen to something over and over and over, then it becomes, like they say, 21 days it takes to create a habit, and repetition is the key to remembering things. So the more that you listen to stuff, the more it makes sense to you. And when you pick up your horn, for instance, and you've been listening to a solo over and over and over and over, then you can sing that melody. You can sing those lines, and it makes it to where you could find those notes on your horn a lot quicker, you know. Whereas if you don't listen to something and you hear it for the first time, it's a lot of information. You don't have a place to put everything that you're hearing, because what happens is your brain or the mind will create a place to you know what I'm saying, they'll put labels. We'll put labels on things to where we can put what we hear in certain compartments. Okay, and so the more that we listen to things, and the more that we apply what we hear or try to practice what we hear, you know, what we take in, then the more we understand, and the more that we know where to put things that we hear. Okay, so this is a principle that applies both in music and in everything with learning. You know, when you learn something new, you're teaching yourself a process. You're teaching yourself how to systematize what you're taking in, because the more you do it, the faster you're going to get with it. So the next time when you take in something that you hear, you're going to have something to compare it to, or you know what I'm saying? So if you heard a lick, for instance, like I said before, I posted in the mastermind master class, I talked about when I broke down the song Blues for Alice. It was B da da dee da da. So those two phrases right there were arpeggios. And I knew they were arpeggios because I was familiar with that sound. And then the next line was an enclosure. I was familiar with enclosure, so when I heard that line, I could place that label on it. And then, you know, we can go on through the melody. And so that's because I was able to identify these shapes that made me be able to pick it up quicker. So if you don't have that, then you need to start listening and labeling things. Everybody has a process. And what we're doing here inside of the Sound Musician, I'm going to teach you my processes for when I hear things, how I break them down. Okay? So this is what you will get when you become a part of the mentorship program. Every week, I'm going to be sharing some nuggets on how to break down the things that you hear. We're going to talk about repetition, and we're going to talk about how to systematize the things that you hear so that when you practice, you can make better progress. You got to have a system in order for you to move forward and accelerate. Most people don't know what to practice. They don't make improvements in their playing because they don't understand what they're listening to. They don't understand how to apply the things that they learn because they don't have systems in place. I'm going to give you that in these master classes that we have. Okay, so if you so choose to get started and be a part of this, go ahead and reach out to me. Send me a message right here in the group and let me know that you want me to send you the link so that you can join the mastermind, the mentorship program, okay, for sound musician. Okay, so hope that helped and look forward to connecting with you. Peace.